Good morning and welcome to Take Your Life Back. Today's show with Ralf Friedrichs. Today we're going to talk about 31 stars who drank themselves to death. We've been talking about how to get rid of the many reasons to get rid of drugs in your life, the many reasons to get rid of alcohol in your life. But this particular episode is about 31 stars who drank themselves to death. First, as always, we are going to give a shout out to Dr. Luis Gonzalez from StartingPointMN.com. Dr. Luis Gonzalez has a couple entities to his business. The first one is he will take you from your addiction to your recovery, hand in hand, step by step, worrying about today, 24 hours at a time, into tomorrow. He will never ever worry about your past. It is not his job to worry about that. He is not a counselor or a therapist. It is his job to make sure that you are motivated today to tackle your recovery today and tomorrow. On the other side of his business, he will turn you into an addiction recovery coach if you have passion, professionalism, and a personality. Also, if you have an addiction background, whether it's battling with your own addictions or maybe helping a family member or a friend, he will help you become an addiction recovery coach. What you need to do is call 844-414-8444. That's Dr. Luis Gonzalez from StartingPointMN.com. I want to give a shout out to GlobalEyeglasses.com. They are focused on saving you money. If you are looking for glasses as low as $6, going all the way up to maybe $49, those are the prices, average prices at GlobalEyeglasses.com. What those prices include, now listen carefully, for anywhere from $6 to $49 frames include standard, clear, non-coated plastic lenses. They include a cloth and they include a case. All that for the price I just told you, anywhere from $6 up to about $49. Now, if you need transition lenses because when you go outside you want them to get dark, you can get them there. If you are looking for progressives, otherwise known as no-line bifocals, you can get them there. If you are looking for photochromatic lenses, you can get them there. What if your lenses are too thick and you want to make them thinner? They offer high index lenses. What if you want to go fishing or skiing and you need polarized glasses? They have them there also. They have all your optical needs. Now, if you have any questions about this particular company, you can reach out to me. I know this company very well. Not only that, but I have over 30 years experience in the optical field. Now, today we are going to talk about 31 stars who drank themselves to death. Star number 1 was Amy Whitehouse. She died at the age of 27 in her London apartment. I'm sure everybody knows Amy Whitehouse. Number 2, and this is a huge name on our list, is Whitney Houston. She was a powerful singer who drowned in her hotel room bathtub. She was only 49 years old. Everybody remembers the show Glee. Well, Corey Monteith was found dead in his hotel room of an overdose of alcohol and heroin combination. Remember the comedian actor Chris Farley? He died of alcohol cocaine overdose at 33. Listen to these ages: 49, 33, 27. Billie Holiday, he was a songwriter. He died from cirrhosis at the age of 44. Elizabeth Pena died of alcohol addiction, cirrhosis, at 55. Veronica Lake died of cirrhosis at the age of 50. Jimi Hendrix, everybody knows Jimi Hendrix. I didn't even realize he was this young. He was only 27 when he died of an overdose of alcohol. Hank Williams, famous singer, died at the age of 29 of alcoholism. Lisa Robbins died at 43 while she was in rehab for alcoholism. Jack Kerouac died at 47 from cirrhosis. You'll hear the word cirrhosis constantly mentioned throughout this segment. Richard Burton died at 58 from cirrhosis. Michael Johns died of heart failure, fatty liver. He was an American Idol finalist of alcoholism. John Bonin died at 32. He had about 40 shots prior to his death in the same day. 40 shots, and that's pure alcohol. We have F. Scott Fitzgerald. He died of a heart attack at the age of 44, and that heart attack was because of too much drinking. Janis Joplin died at 27 of overdose of alcohol and heroin. Oliver Reed died of an overdose of toxic alcohol. Jim Morrison drank heavily the day of his death at bars. People witnessed him sitting at the bar drinking all day. Then we have Ryan Dunn. He died in a car crash, and when they did a blood toxicology, they found out that his alcohol level was twice the limit. Then we had Mickey Mantle, famous baseball player. He died of liver cancer after transplanting that liver that had the cancer because he had cirrhosis with his other liver. Truman Capote, he was a writer. He died of cirrhosis. Barbara Payton died of heart failure at the young age of 39. Errol Flynn died at 50 from heavy drinking. Senator Joe McCarthy died of hepatitis at the age of 48 because of heavy drinking. George Best, famous soccer player, died of alcoholism. John Barrymore, who is the grandfather of Drew Barrymore, died of liver, kidney, and heart disease due to alcoholism. W.C. Fields, all I remember really about him, because I mean he was before my time, but was that big nose, which a lot of alcoholics have. W.C. Fields died because of heavy drinking at 66. Peter Cook died at 57 from alcoholism. Michael Epchick died at 55 from heavy drinking. William Holden died at 63 after hitting a table with his head after a night of drinking. And Ian Hendry died of stomach hemorrhaging from heavy drinking. Folks, the word cirrhosis, what is the meaning? What causes cirrhosis? What is cirrhosis? Well, I wanted to narrow it down in a quick type of explanation. Cirrhosis slowly eats away at a normal liver and replaces it with scar tissue. That's what cirrhosis is, and what there are three definitions, or possibly four, but I'll say three. Hepatitis being one, alcoholism, and diabetes/obesity. That could cause cirrhosis. And what is alcoholism? Alcoholism is a chronic disease of uncontrolled drinking. Folks, a sober today, I guarantee you, will make it better tomorrow. Don't become one of these 31 stars who drank themselves to death. They didn't die of old age. They didn't die of natural causes. They caused their own death because of alcoholism. They caused their demise. Many people will argue alcoholism is a disease, and I truly believe it is a disease. I truly believe that you cannot, without help, control alcoholism. What is help? Help would be a rehab center. Help would be definitely God. Help is within your own head. Only you can help yourself. And with helping yourself, you can get other people to assist you in living with your addiction. But it starts ultimately with you. It starts within your mind and within your heart. And as long as you're not willing to receive help or willing to accept that you have a disease called alcoholism or even drug addiction, you'll never ever get the help that you need, because it really starts with you. Don't become one of these 31 stars who all drank themselves, in combination with possibly some drug abuse, to death. Don't. It is up to you today to finally say to yourself, are you ready to change? And if you think for 1 minute that you can just say, well, maybe next week, or maybe next year, or maybe even tomorrow, that that's okay, it's not okay, because if you know that you abuse drug and alcohol, then you need to say you have a problem. What is alcohol abuse? Alcohol abuse is anything more than 1 to 2 drinks a day. Alcohol abuse is when you feel you need to drink in the morning, in the afternoon. Alcohol abuse is when you feel that you need to drink to relieve stress. That is alcohol abuse. And the same goes with drug abuse. But with alcohol abuse being the topic today, if you have to have more than 1 to 2 drinks a day, if you have to drink during stressful moments, if you have to drink to forget about things, that is alcoholism. That possibly can cause you to drink yourself to death. Start today. A new day, a new beginning, a new you, with finally saying, I have a problem. And you know what, folks? For the people that might be watching me in my audience that think it's something shameful to admit you have the disease of alcoholism, it's better that you admit it and you'll be respected more than if you don't admit it and you continuously drink yourself to death. Your loved ones, your children, your neighbors, all know if you're an alcoholic. I thought I was the best alcoholic in the world. I thought I played it off very well. Yet, the people closest to me knew exactly. And the signs are so clear. Your change of color in your face, your personality changes. You start either smiling more or not smiling enough, depending on what you did prior to alcohol. You either talk a lot or you don't talk at all, depending on what you did prior. In my case, I didn't smile that much, and in my case, I didn't talk too much. But as the minute I started drinking, I became very chatty and very, which I thought was humorous, which really wasn't. It was just obnoxiousness. People around you know when you abuse alcohol. They really do. If you come out and you just say, I have a problem, the people that know you are having issues, those are the people closest to you that will now respect you for attempting and succeeding on beating alcoholism. I should rephrase that. You'll never beat alcoholism. What will happen is you'll learn to live with it. You'll learn to live daily with your addiction. And learning to live with it comes with massive amount of educating yourself on the issue of alcoholism and drug addiction. It doesn't just come an hour a day in a classroom setting. It needs to come throughout the day by you educating yourself through articles, through videos, through living your life in sobriety. And I found one of the best ways to educate yourself and to keep going daily is by you helping another person that has issues like you. Because when you help other people, your self-esteem will build up automatically, and you start feeling good about yourself, and you feel like you're accomplishing something by helping others. But what you fail to possibly realize when you do that is that you're helping yourself more than any person in the world. When I sit and I do these episodes, and I do all my websites, and I get the phone calls and the emails and the chatting from all people all over the world talking about alcoholism and addiction, I am indirectly helping them, but I'm more importantly helping myself. But because I have a passion to help others through my video camera, that passion builds up my self-esteem because it gives me something to look forward to daily, knowing that there might be one other person besides me getting help from these videos. One other person besides me getting help with the information. Folks, before I looked all this up, I didn't know, maybe out of the 31, maybe I knew 7 that died of alcoholism or drug addiction. A lot of these people, a lot of these names were never even in my mind. But this is my point. When you do the educating, when you look up what are the reasons why you should eliminate drugs in life, what are the reasons to eliminate alcohol in your life, which 31 stars drank themselves to death. And I believe that that list can go up to 100. These are 31 that I found quickly. The people like Elvis Presley, drug overdose. People like even Michael Jackson, although it wasn't more than likely purposely done, but also overdosing. There are people around, Robin Williams, due to depression. What happened to him, it wasn't a drug overdose, it was self-inflicted. But still, it all comes in the same realm of situation. It comes due to possibly drug abuse or alcohol abuse. Let today be the first day for you to start changing your life. And the easiest way to change your life, and the best way to change your life, is for you to do two of two things, and equally important things. The first thing is to finally say, Ralph, or you don't even have to say my name, just say, I have a problem. I know I drink too much. I know I do drugs. I need help. And when you finally know and admit to yourself that you have a problem, the next step is to reach to God. Because God needs to guide and direct you. Your life would not be in the predicament it's in if you were able to control what you have. The oxymoron thing here is that you can control it. You might not be able to control the disease, but you can control how to live with your disease. You can control how to avoid those stressors, those triggers, and how to deal with any time you face those stressful things in life. You can control how to live alcohol and drug free with educating yourself, with helping others. So if you reach to God, let Him do the rest. If you pray about things daily and you go through your life praying about them, including your alcoholism, your life will start coming together. Your life right now might be a box with puzzle pieces in the box that somebody just shook out onto the floor, and you have all these pieces just laying around. With every prayer that you do, another piece joins the next piece. And another prayer and another piece, and another prayer and another piece. And eventually you'll see that puzzle come together as one whole picture. And that is the power of your prayer, and that is the power of God bringing your life together again. Everything takes time in life, including these 31 stars who drank themselves to death. That didn't just happen with one drink or two. This all happened from abusive drinking. That's what it is. It all happened. In order for you to overdose or die of cirrhosis, your liver has to have so much scar tissue on it, or the hepatitis had to show up, or the diabetes all came together because of possibly the alcoholism. Alcoholism is a chronic disease, and it is because of uncontrolled drinking. Uncontrolled drinking. If you can't control your drinking, that is uncontrolled drinking. If you cannot stop at one, that is uncontrolled drinking. If you cannot go a week without drinking, that is alcoholism. There is no shame in admitting it. I had to drink 10 to 15 shots a day. Am I proud of it? Of course not. But what I am proud of is the fact that I was able to turn my life and take my life back again. That is what I'm proud about. And I would be so proud if you were able to do the same. Listen to the names. There's some names out there that are huge on this list of 31 stars who drank themselves to death. And listen to the ages. Amy Whitehouse, 27 years young. Whitney Houston, she was only 49. And now in the news you have her daughter, Christina Bobby Brown. She's in a seduced coma. Corey Monteith, young person in his 20s. Chris Farley, 33 years young. Billie Holiday, 44. Elizabeth Pena, 55. Veronica Lake was only 50. Jimi Hendrix was only 27 years old. Hank Williams was only 29. Lisa Robbins was 43. Jack Kerouac was 47. Richard Burton was 58. Michael Johns from American Idol, the finalist, young, in his early 20s. F. Scott Fitzgerald, only 44. Janis Joplin, only 27. Oliver Reed, very young also. Jim Morrison, the day he died, people witnessed him sitting at the bar drinking all day. Ryan Dunn, car crashed. They did a blood test. He had twice the limit of I think it's 0.08. Mickey Mantle, famous baseball player. Truman Capote died of liver disease. Barbara Payton, at 39 years old, folks. Senator Joe McCarthy was only 48. John Barrymore, the grandfather of Drew Barrymore. He was young, well, he wasn't that young, but still, the common denominator is alcoholism here. Errol Flynn, 50. W.C. Fields, he was 66. Peter Cook, 57. Michael Epchick, 55. William Holden, 63. And then Ian Hendry. These people all have two things in common. They were famous and they died of heavy drinking. All of them have that in common. Don't become part of a list. Whether you're famous or not, it doesn't matter. Because there is a list called statistics within the United States that breaks down how many people die of alcoholism each year. There's such a list. There is such a statistic. Don't become part of that. Let today be the first day of you changing. It starts with you accepting the fact that you have a problem, and it continues with your asking for guidance and direction. I say this all the time. Your body is like a ship, and your mind is like the captain of your ship. And you will never ever, as a captain, take your ship into any rough ocean without navigation, because it just doesn't make sense, and it will not get you anywhere. You need to have a navigator, and only God can navigate your ship. Only God can navigate your ship through rough seas, smoothing sailing. Yes, we all, no matter if we pray or not, will run into obstacles. We will. The difference is that we have a thing called hope, a 4-letter word, hope, and the hope is through Jesus Christ. God will give us that little light of hope constantly with the power of prayer. All good things will happen within time with prayer. You can't assume that you can just pray to win lottery. Of course not. But when you run into a problem in life and you can't figure out how to get out of that problem, pray to God. God will send you a sign sooner or later, or eliminate that problem sooner or later. It will happen, but it starts with you. We all go to bed at night and we take our shoes, slippers, and sneakers off and we put them by the edge of our bed. But I'm asking you, please all tonight, to take your shoes, sneakers, and slippers and push them under your bed. Just push them under your bed. Then tomorrow morning, when you wake up, you'll be forced to go on your knees and retrieve them from under your bed. Well, I'm asking each and every person in my audience right now watching me, while you're on your knees, to just give a quick prayer to the Lord Jesus. Thank God that He is allowing you another day on this beautiful earth. Thank God for that. Thank Him that you're breathing. Thank Him that your eyes are opening. Because I will tell you this, folks, for every breath you take, there's someone out in the world that is taking their last breath. For every time you blink your eyes, there is someone closing your eyes for the last time. My question to you is this: did those people have a chance for change? Was there a person in their life or people that brought the message, that brings the information that I bring to you, to show you that with change you can avoid a lot of things, including alcohol, dying of alcoholism, with change. Or that these people just say, like a lot of people say, I'll change tomorrow. I don't need to worry about it today. Because they might have said that and they never had it tomorrow. And that is my point. Case in point here is, it is today that counts for you. You have control of your moment right now. You do not have control of any time past today or any time past right now. You are in control of your ship right now. Check into the changes, do the changes, but more importantly, admit you have a problem if you have a problem. I'm not asking you to admit to something if you don't have it, but if you're watching me and you're doing drugs and alcohol, or you will be doing it later, think about my words. A sober today, I guarantee you, will give you a better tomorrow. And if you start thinking positive, positive results will come from the thinking positive. But if you think negative, negative results will come about from that. There are people, maybe surrounded in your life, maybe close to you, maybe friends, that criticize everything that happens in life. They find fault in other people, and those are the negative people that you need to stay away from. You need to find good in other people, you need to find good within yourself, and you need to have positive thoughts. If you abuse alcohol and drugs, what is the positive thought that you can have? The positive thought is that you can change. You can change today. Reach for God. Ask God for guidance and direction. And you'll start seeing changes in your face. Your color will come back. Your eyes won't be as droopy. You'll see changes physically other than your face. It could be your bones won't be aching as much. You'll have more energy. You'll see financial changes because you're not wasting your money on drugs and alcohol. You'll see spiritual changes because you have reached to God and told God, I cannot handle my life on my own. I need you to navigate my life. These are changes that you will see, and you will open your arms to these changes. Because right now all you have is the drugs and alcohol. Right now all you have are the hangovers, are the blackouts. Don't you want changes where you can appreciate life, appreciate family? Well, it starts today. Folks, sober today, guarantee you gives you a better tomorrow. And if you believe what I'm telling you, I will tell you this. It is possible, because I was the worst alcoholic that you can imagine. 10 to 15 shots of vodka a day is not a small amount, but I was able to get out of that. I was able to do it. And my methods really do work, and it's really simple method, and that is continue educating yourself about your disease, helping others, and spreading the word. Let's together fight this war on the drug epidemic in this country and in the world. And I beg of you, please try to have a great day, but more importantly, try to have a sober day. And may God bless you, and take care.